Hey guys, it's May 15th, 2011, and I'm fixing to push play here on this screen. Here's what I want you to watch, guys. You got the low pressure system. Okay, this goes back 5 days. You've got the low pressure system that's sitting right here in Colorado. Okay, you also had the hurricane structure that's sitting, or low pressure, whatever you guys want to call it. I call it a hurricane because it's got an arm here and an arm here, and it has 70-mile-an-hour winds, which is just short of a hurricane. But you can call it tropical depression, whatever you want to call it. I call it a hurricane structure. But watch this hurricane structure. It'll sit here and it'll just kind of meander around in this general area here. Okay, watch this one. It'll sit here. Okay, and then watch this one. It'll sit here. Okay, it'll just sit there. This one will just kind of meander around this area here in the Atlantic Ocean. Just kind of meander around. This one will kind of meander around in this general area, right over the Colorado mountains. And then up here in Alaska, in the Pacific Ocean up by Alaska, this one will kind of meander around. Even though, if we look way over here, even though this pressure system will come in and it'll come across and try to push this, it still won't move. It won't budge. They've got it parked, okay? So keep your eye on those three. And then as the time elapses, guys, as it elapses, what you're going to see is this system here will start moving east. It'll start moving east. When it does, then they'll start moving this one with it over that direction. At the same time, then they'll start to move this one down and toward California. Okay? These two, guys, these two low pressure system or hurricane structures are controlling this one. Okay? And then toward the end of the loop, you'll see that this hurricane structure over here will come across and tie into this one that will now be down here by California. The one up in Alaska would be down here by California, and the low pressure system over here that's over between Japan and Alaska will come in and start to connect into this one toward the end of the loop. Okay, also I want to mention once again, Hawaii is still 3 weeks later still under a flood watch, guys, because what's happening is down here on the equator they got all the weather moving east to west. East to west. It's going right to the east, I mean toward the west, until it gets here. Okay, this is their cutoff point. From this point, they're pulling the moisture this way. Okay, all of it, starting right over here in this general area, guys. The moisture is going that way. It's going west to east. It's going the opposite. It's going west to east, and it's being pulled up into Hawaii over and over and over again. Also, these low pressure systems that they're bringing through here, that they park and then bring down when they're ready to the west coast, are flooding Alaska. And you have a whole bunch of ice jam situations going on, guys, up here in Alaska. For you people over here as well. Here, we'll talk about that in a minute. Go ahead and watch what these three systems do here. Okay, we're going to play it really fast. Okay, so that's what's going on here, guys, and it looks like to me what they're going to do is go ahead and take this low pressure system, bring it on up here, and then bring it back into this, back out here, and just keep flooding continuously the northeast parts of the east coast here, and Canada and the Great Lakes. But we do have another system here beginning to develop, guys. So be ready. Hawaii, again, guys, you know, constant, never-ending flooding for you guys. You need to start keeping an eye on sea level. just in case the weight of the water starts to sink these islands, guys, because it's, it's ridiculous how much rain y'all are getting. Um, but also, I want you guys to watch up in this general area here as the loop goes through. When I push play again, watch what's happening right up in here, guys. It's just like a non-stop vortex. Low pressure system, hurricane structure. Okay, let just watch up here in this area here, guys. Just right up in here. Okay, so you have that, and then of course you had this one here. I don't know if you guys caught it or not. It shoots something. Well, here, just watch. So the question is, what are they doing here? Okay, they got this hurricane structure sitting just off the west coast of California here, right? And as you can see, this moisture is from this low pressure system right here that's going to be setting up here eventually. They're sucking all the moisture out of it. Since they're parking it anyway, they're pulling all the moisture into this one. Okay, it's coming right down and around and into this one, and it's going to be sucked right into the United States, guys. Right into your Colorado, Nevada, New Mexico, all that area, guys. It's fixing to be getting slammed with a lot of rain. Already you're getting it up in the northwest, and that's because that system was parked right here and started shooting south. And as soon as it started shooting south, they started spawning the signatures on radar and flooding this area. And Dutch Sense covered it, guys. So I mean, you weren't without warning. Dutch Sense definitely covered it for you. Okay, you still got a moisture draw coming up through here. Okay, now they're pulling the moisture out of this one. I wouldn't be surprised to see all this stuff start to bend and come this way. There's something else. Let me find it. Okay, what I want you to do is watch this, okay? They've got the moisture constantly feeding up, right? Now, if you remember back a couple days ago, it's supposed to be feeding like this. It's supposed to be feeding just like that, okay? But what's going on is, even though it's trying to come here, it snaps back. It tries to go over here, and it snaps back, okay? Just watch it. It's absolutely being pulled back over to this structure here that they're sending off eventually up into here. Okay, so they're not allowing the weather to do what the weather naturally wants to do. Okay, they're absolutely controlling all this, guys, and their main concern is from here down through here to the northern part of Texas to Louisiana, across through just about on the other side of Louisiana, guys. Basically, the center of Mississippi is their main concern, and then up like this at an angle, all the way up to here, all the way up to New York, guys, through the Great Lakes and back up to the Canada-Minnesota border here. Okay, all the floodplain, guys, the entire flood. I mean, this is your floodplain, guys. Like I said, from Minnesota, Canada border, all the way down through here, where all the, okay, this is where the edge of the mountains are, and all that water flows east. Okay, the rest of the water flows whichever way it goes toward the west. Okay, but from here, this is where they've been concentrating all of the rain, guys, all of it, over and over and over again. And throughout here, you've got wildfires and drought. You've got drought, drought. I mean, drought's taking place everywhere except where the rivers are that connect to the Mississippi Basin. Okay, here's another map, guys. This is the entire area of the river system that flows down to here, to the Mississippi Red River. Okay, this is the Mississippi Red River watershed. Okay, if you don't believe any other map, believe this one. Okay, starts in Canada, guys. It goes all the way to the Gulf. Starts in New York, it goes all the way to the Gulf. Okay, starts in basically in Idaho, goes all the way to the Gulf. Okay, here's another map. Well, let's back up one. This one here. Here's another one. Same map, guys. Edge of the mountains. Okay, very edge of the mountains. This way. Very edge of the mountains. This way. Okay, this is the Mississippi River. Again, the watershed. Okay, it's another official map of theirs. Then there's this one. Same thing. Edge of the mountains. Edge of the mountains. To the Gulf. How much time have we got? Dang it. Okay, we're out of time, guys. But, I mean, you guys can see it for yourself. And this system is coming on shore. Get ready in the mountain ranges and all these areas to go ahead and receive your rain. And within a few days, it'll be out here again, guys. It'll be right back into the Mississippi area again, on the edge of the Colorado mountains, Oklahoma, you know, everywhere I just showed you on the maps, guys. It'll be right back in this area, right back onto the rivers, right back to flooding. By the middle of the week, it'll be over here in Arkansas and all these other places, guys. And then it'll be out over here. Okay? So, guys, please get ready, you know, please. If you live in this area, guys, have a plan. Absolutely have a plan, guys. Stop playing around. Even if there's no earthquake, guys, right now there's an imminent threat of flooding. Okay, people are losing their homes, they're losing their lives, they're losing everything, guys. Everything. You know, it's not funny. It's extremely sad, guys. You know, even if they don't detonate the Madrid, it doesn't matter, guys. They've already done the damage. Anything beyond this is just extra catastrophic. It's already catastrophic, guys. It's already happening and nobody wants to talk about it. Nobody. They always want to talk about Nibiru. They want to talk about Planet X. They want to talk about the planets aligning. They want to talk about, you know, UFOs that are being spotted all over the place. They want to talk about everything except warning people about catastrophes that are taking place. Oh my goodness, people, wake up. You know? Why won't they warn you about the real things? About imminent danger. I love you guys. I love you so much. I gotta get off here.